Everyone, and welcome back to the Coin Graph Market channel. This is Rich making another video about Xrp today, as always. Today we're going to talk about Xrp. I hope everyone is having a great day, no matter where they are in the world. I'm also going to talk a little about AI and blockchain, the next step in the Indian digital. Rupee pilot is like the second phase of Ripple's Polar stablecoin pilot. It involves an offline and programmable CBDC that makes sure the Rupee can work in places with slow or no internet. Everyone always asks, why didn't they flip the switch yet? Why isn't the price of Xrp why hasn't the new financial system started up yet? And it's because people would still be left behind in some places. You need to connect everyone, level the playing field, and give people who don't have bank accounts access to them. That's exactly what I think is happening now. Listen to this. It's from the World Government Summit 24 in Dubai. It's from gold to code, the next big thing in banking. And it was put together by Standard Chartered and Bank of America. Quite a bit of it is said about AI and digital money. We have invested, and I'm sure Bank of America has too. At Standard Chartered, we have a huge amount in digitization technology. We own 13 digital banks, including 2 of the world's fastest growing ones. As good as, or even better than anyone else's technology, from a mathematical point of view, nothing to strive by should be, so why not? And we have a lot of money. We can hire great people. We understand banking, and we know how to deal with regulatory problems and challenges in places where there isn't this agglomerating network effect which help the biggest tech companies. New ideas can flow freely, and in finance it is, and it's clear that we're a part of that. In other words, it's moving at full speed, and digitalization is also moving forward. Bank of America, on the other hand, says they already use AI. Listen to this. Interesting, because I talk to bank CEOs like you, and we've talked before on them once about this now. From what people tell me, this is both a threat and an opportunity because of the changes that happen inside companies, especially when banks use AI. They see it in customer service, risk management, task automation, predictive analytics, and even algorithmic trading. That's when we actually see a meaningful return from either of your groups after putting some of these technologies to use. Are you going to do it today? If not, why not? Would you like to talk about that? I can begin. And so we are definitely going to use it today. It takes a lot of technology to support what we do and what other people do on the same scale. So 70 million people in the US buy things in stores. There's an app here called Erica. Behind your car, you can tell Erica to pay a bill. You can ask her how much money you have left. You can ask her when the last bill from the power company was. That's what's been going on. It wasn't called AI. I think if it was some kind of clever machine learning, AI is already being used in the US, even though they didn't call it that. So that's why I said a lot of things happen in the background that no one knows about because they aren't made public. Things are slowly coming together, though. Plus, because Bank of America has been working with Ripple. And you'll see Xrp running on these rails soon. Another company that Standard Chartered has worked with is Ripple. Xrp will change the way markets work in Australia. And you remember when that was just a message. Blockchain APAC just said that Ripple will be hosting the Australian Policy Summit in Sydney as part of Policy Week 2024. And then the first thing you get is the news. After that, everything needs to start coming together in the background. After that, you'll hear that they're going live with this technology. The price doesn't change right away when news comes out because of this. I still think that all of those announcements will be useful this year. After that, there's this. So turn me into a computer and let me fly. The ads on Coinbase keep getting better. Every year, 1.2 million pennies go missing, making one cost almost 3 times what it's worth. And hasn't been updated in 167 years. Thank goodness. Crypto can make the penny go further. All right, Abe, this is something about how money will become digital. And I think this is happening now with these ads because people are starting to treat digital money like any other money. This is also happening with AI. With a Super Bowl ad, Microsoft wants to show how he can change things. I saw a few ads for AI during the Super Bowl. I think that's because AI is now becoming more common. At the World Government Summit, even the IMF talks about AI. And Sifil Dubai, following is what we put in our report. When it comes to size and importance, the shift to artificial intelligence will be like the Industrial Revolution. It will affect 40% of jobs, either by creating completely new jobs or making existing jobs. And the job market is being hit like a tsunami. Then we ask, are you ready? From what our report says, some countries are ready, like the United Arab Emirates and Saudi Arabia. But most countries, mostly developing countries, are not. In the same way, developing countries are not ready yet, which is another reason why the new financial system is not taken off yet. But did you notice that she said, I was a revolution in industry? It's being sold as the fifth industrial revolution. Rather, the fourth industrial revolution was blockchain and crypto, and now they are coming together. That's why I told you this could make you a lot of money. Also, did you notice how she talked about making jobs and losing jobs? There's no doubt that I will take jobs. It doesn't matter to me how they sell the story. And because I is making jobs less secure, there will need to be a basic income for everyone. The housing crisis in China is spreading around the world. Chinese investors and their lenders are putting up for sale signs on properties all over the world because they need cash. Because the housing crisis in China is getting worse and the risk of selling in a falling market is too high. The prices they get will finally make it possible to put a number on how bad things are for the traders as a whole. And Anna's already said, I think the first domino will fall because of China's real estate crisis. And no one sees it coming. There are a lot of claims that used real estate will come back. Keep an eye on us. We're about to set another all-time high. I don't believe that. I believe the bubble will burst and tokenization will be used to fix the problem. Tokenization will probably fix a lot of problems. When you were shopping for the Super Bowl, did you notice that some items were smaller than usual but still cost the same? And people are getting less for every dollar they spend, which is known as shrinkflation. I want the big consumer brands to stop this. And this is from Joe Biden, the same person who keeps putting us in more and more debt. And the shrinkflation is taking place. But they're also trying to tell you that inflation is going down. It's not, though. Things are getting less big. Let me tell you something. I went shopping for the Super Bowl, and the prices haven't changed at all. Things are still getting cheaper as I go. JP Morgan's CEO sees a major financial crisis coming in the US. Some people, like the one you can see here, say that he's just telling the Senate that banks and the financial sector are stable. I'm in flip-flops, a lot to change the story. Blockchain is a fraud, and crypto falls short of banks by cryptos. And when crypto goes up, banks sell. The banker's version of Jim Cramer. But when it comes to collapse, he's hiding his behind, and it's not just him. The CEO of Bank of America has also said that something needs to be done to fix the problem. Even though the BRICS Economic Alliance is growing, the US debt has continued to rise in a way that worries people. All of them bring up BRICS, and these people are aware that the BRICS is a problem. But it's not even being talked about in the main news outlets. In the US, no one knows anything about BRICS. And I do think that the economy in the United States is about to fall apart. I think it will be a big problem when it does happen, but I think they'll fix it quickly. I will also think there will be a transition period for the new